Super Bowl begins now. It's do or die, win or go home football as we watch the 14 set to face off and lay it all on the line this weekend. Before we get to that, let's shed some light on the action to come. It's game day predictions time. At one point during the season, these two teams were 1-5 and 2-5 respectively. One team put together 10 straight wins. The other rode their monster defense to a division title and a playoff appearance. It's Kansas City Chiefs and Houston Texans. Whatever offensive success the Chiefs and Texans have will need to be done through a full team offensive effort. No Jamal Charles. What a big advantage for the Texans.
Yeah, definitely. Jamal Charles is a big player for the Chiefs. Obviously, they've missed all season, but they have won 10 straight games. Travis Kelce and Jeremy Maclin on the offensive side for the Chiefs. The Texans are going to have to watch out for them on the defense. But the Texans have a great opportunistic defense. A couple pick sixes late in the season. They can score on the defensive side and force turnovers. So the Chiefs are going to have to play mistake-free football on offense.
Texas defense ranked third in the pass. Chiefs also have formidable defense. They've held their opponents to only 17 points a game. But the matchup we're going to look at here, and what's going to be important on Saturday, is DeAndre Hopkins, over 1,500 yards receiving, against the rookie, Marcus Peters. 8 interceptions, 26 passes.
Yeah, I look for DeAndre Hopkins to go off. Obviously, a great season. He's kind of dispelled the rumors that they should have kept Andre Johnson. He's definitely become a true number one receiver down there in Houston. I look for him to have a big game. If the Texans are going to win, he's going to have to show up this weekend against Marcus Peters. Final score, I'm going Chiefs 24-14 over the Texans, even though they're at home. I just think they find a way to win, make it their 11th straight game.
All right, that's the game right there. The AFC North rivals, Steelers and the Bengals, face off for the second time since 2005. Time for the season tiebreaker. Bengals looking for their first playoff win since 1991. They lost their 2005 matchup to the Steelers 31-17. No Carson Palmer that game. But A.J. McCarron is the guy this time in place of my guy,
Andy Dalton. And like I said, on mock start earlier in the week, A.J. McCarron, not too big of a drop-off from Andy Dalton. Of course, I feel though. But it's also about the big game experience. I look for the Steelers to control the game on the offensive side. They have that run and gun offense, but they can run the ball with D'Angelo Williams, control the time of possession. Like I said, they've been here before, and I look for them to show that this weekend against the Bengals, who don't necessarily have the playoff experience that the Steelers do.
They're always one and done when they go. Bengals 15th ranked pass defense. They have the task of stopping Antonio Brown, about 1,800 yards and touchdowns. Steelers must maintain passing lanes when they're on defense. It's very key that Mike Tomlin makes sure they displays that discipline. Final score, Steelers get it, 30-23. Close game though. We shift our focus to the NFC and take a look at the power struggle matchup. We got the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Despite Seattle's 10-6 record, they're the team no one wants to play. Seattle now has the 4th ranked offense. Marshawn Lynch returns and boosts that 3rd ranked rushing attack.
Yeah, definitely. Seattle, besides the Chiefs playing harder than anybody, Doug Baldwin on the outside, Russell Wilson, MVP type numbers these last 8 games. The Vikings, even though they're at home, definitely going to have their hands full. Teddy Bridgewater is going to have to step up. Adrian Peterson can't do it all by himself. Teddy Bridgewater is going to have to make plays down the field and make that offense two-dimensional. Otherwise, I see the Seahawks running away with this one. Especially on defense, where they can neutralize. They have the personnel to neutralize Adrian Peterson and make this a long day for Minnesota.
Vikings must limit those mistakes. Seattle has the 1st ranked rushing defense. Adrian Peterson was shut down last time in that 38-7 loss against the Seahawks back in 2013. You need the final score here? I got you on this. Seattle Seahawks 38, Minnesota Vikings 14. They're gonna shut down.
I was gonna say 38-17. I just don't have that much.
You're not too far out there. You're not too far
I
out.
have that much faith in Teddy Bridgewater, and I think Seattle goes in there and continues to roll.
Round 1 ends with the upstart Washington Redskins and the somewhat struggling Packers. Packers offense has faltered over the course of the season. No help from those wide receivers. Kirk Cousins and the Redskins offense is hot. That's your boy. Tell us about it.
Like I said, last 8 games, only 2 interceptions, so they're looking to play mistake-free football. They're going to have to against a Packers team who's been here before. Obviously, like I said, big game experience. The Redskins kind of new to the party. So the Redskins, Kirk Cousins is going to have to continue to keep that offense efficient. Jordan Reed and Deshaun Jackson, obviously on the outside, going to have to make big plays against that offense. And the defense is going to have to put a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers, force him out of his comfort zone, force him to move around in the pocket and make those big throws. And he can down the field. his receiver is going to have to bail him out. His receiver is going to have to get open and allow him to make plays down the field. Aaron Rodgers can't do it by himself, and if he gets frustrated early, that's only going to benefit the Redskins.
The Redskins are also playing at home, and they're 5-3, as we mentioned earlier. Packers are 1-done. Aaron Rodgers has been struggling all season to make it happen. The Redskins are hot in the playoffs. The Redskins win 31-26. By the way, the Redskins are 0-3 against 500 teams. That may play a factor. That's it for Monk Spot, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Drop us a like. We definitely appreciate it. This is my co-host Jonathan Davis joining me this week. This is Monk Spot, your new favorite place for everything.